What's going on, guys? Welcome to a video. Yeah, I know, surprising. What's going on? For some reason, I had the urge to make a video for some reason. So today we're doing a rebuild of the worst team maybe ever. The Miami Dolphins, the team that lost 59-10. They lost 40-something to 0 against the Patriots. I forgot the exact final score, but they've been completely demolished by every single team in the league. The team is clearly tanking. Players are asking it traded. Minka Fitzpatrick's on the trade block. This team's in like the worst situation possible. They're obviously the worst team in the league. And I felt like, hey, why not pick this team to be the rebuild for the first one, obviously, because they're the worst team in the league. And they are bad. 63 overall, 61 offense, 69 defense. But as I said, I did have the urge to make a video for some reason. I know I've posted in forever. And I've posted a rebuild forever besides that fake one I did on the Jets. I don't know. I just had the urge to make something. And let's see how it goes. If this video gets like, I don't know, like 10 likes, I'll post another one of these tomorrow. Let's check out the roster of the Miami Dolphins. It's pretty bad. Starting at quarterback, we have Ryan Fitzpatrick. We're going to instantly start Josh Rosen because why not? He's 22 years old. He has star development. Fitzpatrick's not going to do anything. They might both be on the trade block because honestly I don't think Rosen's going to develop into anything. And then we also have Kenny Drake, Kalen Ballage is our halfback core. Both of them are also, basically everyone's on the trade block, I'm going to be honest with you. But Kalen, like, these guys aren't going to develop anything. Devontae Parker, the experiment for several years now. How long has he been in the league? What, like 4 or 5 years? 4 years. That guy's been a project for a while. Albert Wilson's here, obviously. Jakeem Grant just got a big extension IRL. Preston Williams and Allen Hurns. Like, the wide receiver core is not great at all. The O-line is just awful. And then Mike Gesicki, the second-year tight end. He's going to maybe be the only thing on offense that stays. I may go out and pick up another tight end. Moving on to the defense, where we have some pieces that might stay. We have Brian McCann, Charles Harris, Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan. Raekwon McMillan and Jerome Baker are probably going to stay here, both young pieces. And then Rashad Jones is definitely out of here. We have our superstar on the squad, Minka Fitzpatrick. Obviously, he only has star development, but he'll probably get to superstar because he's an absolute beast. I'll probably move him to safety, strong safety, or corner, depending on how this team goes out. Like I can do so much with this team. We have Xavier Howard over here with superstar development, 83 overall, an absolute monster. And then Wilkins, Godchow, and John Jenkins on the D-line. So really, the only people safe on the defense are Fitzpatrick, Xavier Howard, and Raekwon McMillan. And offensively, like maybe Mike Gesicki. So this team is quite awful, and I'm going to try to trade, like, we have $94.1 million cap room. Wow. And I did do the play from where we are currently, so we still have all the picks they do in real life. We protected number 1 overall pick, protected number 25 with 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a third, a fourth, 2 sixths, and 3 7th-round draft picks. So pretty solid. We have pretty big draft capital. We're going to try to, obviously, get more draft capital. And let's see what we can do. Let's see what we should trade first before I go into the trades. Yeah, he's definitely gone. Kenny Drake's gone. Like, Devontae Parker, I guess you have a cheap contract, but I don't think you're going to develop anything. Like, bro, I'm honestly, anybody that's anybody is going to be gone. Also, I haven't done a rebuild or, like, anything franchise mode-wise on this game. So if I'm a little wonky, as Fitzpatrick had a lot to go towards Quentin Nelson, which would be a huge addition to the team. Let's throw a 7th-round pick on there. It gets declined. Maybe 2 7ths? I highly doubt it. But, yeah, I may be a little sloppy. It may take me a few rebuilds to get back in the swing of thing. Maybe a 6th-round pick will get them. And maybe a 6th and a 7th. I'm just trying to get the most value out of this as possible. And there we go. We trade Ryan Fitzpatrick, a 6th and a 7th, for Quentin Nelson, 87 overall. I'm sure he has superstar development. Absolute monster in the front. And he's getting paid relatively nothing because he has that first-round contract. I mean, what a move. Great piece for the future of this team. And he instantly becomes the best player on the team. Wow. Another thing, Rashad Jones, a 3rd-round pick for the first round pick from the Cincinnati Bengals, projected 3rd overall. And we're just trying to build that draft capital that we already have so much of, but, you know, we got to go out there and get these rookies. Oh, and also, if you have a recommendation for the next team I should rebuild, please comment it down below. Highest liked team I'll probably rebuild. in the future, obviously. I have a Kenyon Drake, a 2nd round pick, and a 6th round pick for the 1st round pick from the Buffalo Bills, projected 4th overall. So we're building that draft capital. I don't want to just buy the whole 1st round, but why not? You know, it's hard to miss whenever you draft a million players in the 1st round. Like, you're going to hit on one of them at least, you know? I'm moving Albert Wilson and Moss. I mean, I'm honest, I don't know his first name, for the 1st round pick of the Arizona Cardinals. So still just continuously building our draft capital. And I made, let's see how many picks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1st round draft picks. We have almost the entire top 5 picks projected. So hopefully we can get something. I'm going to slow down on trading for that, but I'm going to try to go out and get like a solid young piece. Like maybe a guy tries to trade for Saquon. Maybe we'll see Josh Rosen for Saquon straight up. Halfway. All right, let's try to make this deal. All right, moving Josh Rosen, God Chow, and a 4th round draft pick for Saquon Barkley, superstar halfback, going from an awful team to another awful team. But Saquon, welcome. He's arguably the best running back in the league. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll put him up there, but he's definitely top 2, top 3. And Saquon and Quentin Nelson together, that's just like a big brute with this halfback. It's just awesome. We're moving Brian McCann and Devontae Parker for the 1st round pick from the Giants. I know I just said I'm going to slow down on the draft capital, but why not get rid of these contracts I don't like? And I don't think Devontae Parker is going to be on, like, none of these pieces are going to be on a team in the future. See if Kalen Balash is, yes, like, if they're not going to have any, like, value, why keep them on the team, you know? I'm moving Jakeem Grant and Dieter for Jonathan Allen of the Washington Redskins. We got a beast defensive lineman onto the squad. I think that may be the end of our trading, because I'm not going to, I mean, I kind of went overboard, but I kind of don't want to go that overboard. Generate best lineup. We need to pick up a quarterback in free agency, obviously, because we don't have one. Allen Hurns, Ricardo Lewis are our wide receivers. Yeah, we definitely need to go to free agency, pick up some pieces. But Saquon Barkley, Quentin Nelson, that's the only thing on offense to care about. Mika Fitzpatrick, Raekwon McMillan. I mean, we helped out the team. And also, we have 6 first-round draft picks, so that does also help. Go on free agency because we desperately need a quarterback. Why is Larry Fitz a free agent? Okay. I kind of want to sign him, because why not? But then the team, okay. Just because he's here, Larry Fitz, you can come to the team on a 1-year deal. Hopefully, I know that's probably dumb. It'll affect our overall, or like our wins, but also we're gonna have Brock Osweiler as our quarterback. So I don't see much. I don't see how it's gonna be that good. And Paxton Lynch, whatnot, you can be my backup. 57 overall, Jesus. But yeah, the team is just bad, and we're gonna have $1 million in cap. We're gonna have a ton of draft capital. And hopefully, if it's a good free agent class, good draft class, we could be competing in year 2. Let's simulate to the midway point of the season and see where we're at. Probably 0 wins, obviously. We're at the midway point of the season. We are 1-5-1. We actually tied. I want to check out who we tied with, but we're 1-5-1 at the bottom of the division. The Bills are 4-3, which kind of sucks because we do have their draft pick. Let's see. We tied with the Chargers? No. Why is there so many ties? What's going on? The Lions have 2 ties. Okay. All right, let's check the team schedule, see who we tied with. We tied with the Chargers. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. That's kind of surprising. We tied with the team. I don't know why I'm like mind blown about that, but this team is awful. Let's auto-generate these rookies and check them out. See who's looking like at the top of the draft, because we do have a ton of draft capital. There is 2 quarterbacks here. We have Brian Spellman, A, B+, A+, A, B+. All right, Justin Corcoran. Justin Corcoran out of Vandy is the number 1 corner. We also have Parrish Lynch. He's a B. We have this D tackle right here. Not really that interested. Tight end, definitely not interested. Marcus Lane, a wide receiver, B+, B+, B. left tackle would be interesting to try to pick up. Bear Pope, all right, out of LSU. Philip Moss. All right, I mean, we got some decent pieces, but we're going to probably look to pick Justin Corcan with our first overall pick, it looks like. So this seems to be our future. Oh, Ellis Rice out of WKU. I got to check that out. Trash. God, WKU, what a school. All right, let's simulate to the playoffs, and let's get that first round bye. I'm going to shameless plug while we're simulating here. If you didn't know what I was doing in my off time while not making videos, as we don't make the playoffs, obviously. So I have a podcast, Dead Channel Duo Podcast. You can go to deadchannelduo.com or simply search Dead Channel Duo on YouTube, or there's definitely going to be a link in the description to it. It's a podcast with fellow Madden content creator Purple Swordfish, where we just talk sports, entertainment, movies, everything. So go check that out if that interests you. Shameless plug. But here we go. We did not make the playoffs, obviously. Let's see our record. We finished 4 wins. We went 4-11-1. We did have the Bills pick when they went 8-8, which kind of sucks. So we won a lot more games than I thought, which is surprising. That maybe because of Larry Fitz. I'm going to solely blame it on him. But Brock Osweiler, 3,600 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Saquon Barkley goes off. Wow. 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns. He got a touchdown every single game and averaged 99.8 yards a game. Wow, Saquon. What an absolute monster. That's why we have 4 wins. Receiving-wise, Larry Fitz, 931 yards for 4 touchdowns. Nothing really special. Ricardo Lewis had 6 touchdowns. Blocking-wise, let's see our trash O-line. Shaq Calhoun gave up 10 sacks. It's not that bad. Defensively, Raekwon McMillan with 120 tackles. Eric Rowe with 109. So Raekwon McMillan leading the team in tackles. Tackles for loss, we had 14 by Jonathan Allen. And Jonathan Allen also had 7.5 sacks, being the only person on defense to get anything worthy of sacks. Eric Rowe with 4 interceptions. Xavier Howard with 3. Walt Aikens and Jerome Baker picking up 1 themselves. So pretty solid seasons. I'm sure we're on defense a lot. Jerome Baker and Cordrea Tankersley also get fumbles, and it seems they recover their own fumbles. And defensive touchdowns, we didn't have any that entire season. So pretty overachieving, I would say, is our squad. MVP goes to Baker Mayfield, which is kind of surprising. Saquon Barkley finishes 8th, which is, he had an insane season, but then again, he also was on a 4-win team. So Saquon finishes 3rd for Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year, we didn't have anyone. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Hollywood Brown. It always goes to Hollywood Brown. Defensive Player of the Year, we had Christian Wilkins coming in at number 8. And so, yeah, we didn't really do great in the award season, but then again, we also, our team was garbage. We had the 13th best offense. I want to see our defense. 13th best offense, probably surely just because of Saquon, and the worst defense in the league. Yep, there it is. So let's simulate to free agency. I just simulate to the next week of the playoffs. Wow, I'm dumb. But let's simulate to free agency, simulate to the offseason, I mean, and see who wins the Super Bowl and see where we're at. I'm sure we have $1 billion of cap room, and we have a bunch of draft capital as the Cleveland Browns win the Super Bowl up against the New Orleans Saints. Okay, Cleveland. MVP Baker Mayfield leading the Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl. Let's see these players re-sign. A bunch of players I don't care about. I'm going to bring back our punter. He's star development. Why not? 7-year deal. Take it. All right. He comes back. 7-year deal. All these other guys, to be honest with you, I'm not really interested in. So, yeah. Let's go to free agency and see how much cap room we have. See who's in this free agent class. I also couldn't tell you. $109 million in cap room. We can bring whoever we want. We can outbid everybody. And Tyreek Hill is here. Kareem Hunt, not really interested in him, to be honest with you, because we have Saquon, obviously. But Tyreek Hill, I'm going to throw him a contract right now. Why not? The only one bidder is the Bills, our division rival, with 90 points. Yeah, we're going to outbid you. Like, it's as simple as that. It's Tyreek Hill. I know he beats his kids and all, and that's not fun. But, you know, a superstar wide receiver will be great on the squad. We're going to give him 94 points. Hopefully that's enough. Hunter Henry is also here. He's a scheme fit. There's only 90 points on him, and he's not really that big of a cap hit, so why not? And the default contract, we're outbidding the Cardinals. Yannick Ngakoue is here. That's definitely a piece I'll look forward to be a pair with Jonathan Allen. Wow, I'm slipping over my words. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit rusty at this YouTube thing because I haven't done it in a second. But Yannick Ngakoue, well, I'm only throwing him a 3-year deal. I mean, he's 25. Let's throw him a 4-year deal. Does that affect points or anything? We have 93 points. We're bidding against the Bills on pretty much all these. I'll raise your signing bonus. Come on. All right, we have one more point. Gotta give some more money. I'll raise this a little bit. Raise this a little bit. Come on. We have the cap room. All right, we have 97 points now. Yeah, we're gonna bring him in. Ryan Shazier, not really interested. Mike Daniels, Joe Tunney. Maybe we move him to right guard, but nah. Drew Brees, that's our superstar quarterback of the future. Let's go, Drew Brees. JK. Ronald Darby, Devin McCourty, Derrick Henry, Nelson Aguilar, Josh Gordon, Clinton Dix. Not really anyone I'm that interested in. Like, obviously, there's a bunch of role players. I'm also going to try to bring in another wide receiver because I need one. Nelson Aguilar, maybe. Yeah, why not? Nelson Aguilar, there's one bid on him. 3 years, $7 million. Yeah, why not? Nelson Aguilar, because, you never need enough. You can never have too much wide receivers. Let's simulate to the next week, see who we sign. Yannick Ngakoue, Tyreek Hill declines, and Nelson Aguilar is now our number 1 wide receiver. Tyreek Hill declines us. Where would you sign to besides the Miami Dolphins? He goes to the Bills, our division rival. Okay. God dang it. All right, we're going to up our bid on Hunter Henry. And then now that Tyreek Hill doesn't want to be a part of our team, honestly, I don't really care about anyone else. I just up my contract on Hunter Henry. Hopefully he comes to the squad. We still got Yannick Ngakoue, which is pretty solid. Nelson Aguilar is okay. And Hunter Henry doesn't sign with us. Okay. We literally only signed Yannick Ngakoue. Great. All right, we're here to the NFL draft where we have 1 million draft picks. And here we go. We have the first overall pick. We also have number 5. So here we go. First overall pick in the draft. I'm going to go with the quarterback because why not? I'm going to risk it. Justin Corcan out of Vandy. A+ throw power, A short, B+ mid. And the most bench press. He's a strong boy. Here we go. He's hidden talent, 72 overall, which is not bad. 18th rated in the draft. Draft him number 1 overall. Hidden talent, which I think means star or better. 72 overall, Justin Corcan. Not bad. Welcome to the team. Next, we're going with Philip Moss, right outside linebacker out of Michigan State. Looks pretty good. It looks all right. I mean, I'm not good at the drafting thing, so it looks all right. 73 overall with hidden develop, ranked 13th, draft 5th the draft. And as I said, I think it means star development. 73 overall. Pretty solid. And I'm going to take that. Our next pick is number 8. There's an offensive lineman that I am eyeing. Let's go check him out. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Here he is. Denton Brock. A-, A-, B+. Finished 14th in bench press, which kind of sucks. But he's an athletic guard. He's normal development, 74 overall. Ranked 12th in the draft. We drafted him at number 8. And he looks like a grandpa. Why does he look so old? Our next pick is going to be Aldrick Anthony out of South Carolina with pick number 15 in the draft. His hidden development, 76 overall. He's the 6th ranked player in the draft. Drafted him at number 15. Aldrick Anthony from South Carolina. He's a Gamecock. Welcome to the team. And now everyone that I was eyeing is gone. We do have the 17th pick. We're gonna review the trades. Try to get a pick next year. I got a pick from nothing really that spicy. I mean, we got the Rams pick. 2 seconds and a 7th. Seahawks 1, maybe. No, I'm going with the 2 second-round picks. 1 this year and 1 next year from the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll take that, and I'll probably trade back with that pick. I don't know. We have the 27th overall pick of the first round still. We have another first-round pick. Let's check the board. Like, no one here I'm really that interested in. I mean, obviously, I don't have anybody scouted, which doesn't help. But, yeah, so I'm going to just trade this pick, because why not? Hopefully, we can get a first-round pick for next year, which we didn't get one in the last try to trade, so I doubt it. Second, fourth, seventh, second, fifth. 2/3 and a fourth. We're going to make this deal with the Oakland Raiders and pick up a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and a seventh. I had the fifth pick in the second round. Yeah, I'm just going to throw a wild pick at somebody. Why not? Eric Bamble. This is super dumb. Or Cortez Tyson, let's see. He did not have a good combine. What's going on, Cortez? Actually, Kyrie Wilcox, I did scout him. It was projected late second round, 68 overall. Not nice. One away from nice. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the draft. I know it's only the second round, but I'm just gonna trade I'm gonna just trade for more assets with all these picks, which is the funnest thing to do. All right, here's a little draft recap for those that didn't just watch the video. All right, we got Corcoran. I'm gonna mispronounce his name so many times. Corcoran from Vandy, our starting quarterback of the future. We got Philip Moss, Denton Brock, Adric Anthony. I'm happy with all these pieces, but then we have a bunch of bums over here with our 7th round draft pick and our second round and 7th round draft picks. So we didn't upgrade as much as I wanted to over that offseason, but it's still, we're in a better spot than we were. We do have 2 first-round picks next year, 4 second-round picks, 3/3, 2 fourths. Like, obviously, this is way too much. I'm going to try to move some of these seconds for first-round picks for next year. I doubt this will go through. 2 seconds. I can just straight up trade 2 seconds. I can just upgrade these 2 seconds for a first, projected 3rd overall from the Falcons. Oh, I can't. Never mind. We do need a green. They need right outside linebacker. Philip Moss, Charles Harris, obviously he's irrelevant to us now. Not really relevant. Sorry you're watching this video, Charles, but you know what I mean. All right, Van Ginkel, 2 seconds for the projected 3rd overall pick next year's draft. So pretty solid. All right, we're also gonna look at the free agents available. Aqib Talib, the old man, a bunch of old people. Nick Mullins, 49ers legend. He's gonna come in to be our backup quarterback. All right, so let's check out the squad going into year number 2 or better. We went 4-11-1 last year. Hopefully we can get up to like 6 wins. Maybe Corcoran, rookie quarterback, Saquon Barkley, Nelson Aguilar. We desperately need another wide receiver for Corcoran. I keep on calling him Corcoran. Corcoran. I don't know. I should change his name. It's getting annoying. Quentin Nelson up here. Other than that, our offensive line is pretty trash. Brock, our rookie right guard, is obviously right there. Here's the normal development. And the defensive side of the ball, we're looking pretty solid. All right, we're currently find a wide receiver. I was trying to trade for one. Something like to the midway point of the season. Actually, I'm going to use my Coach XP first. But we're going to something like to the midway point of the season and see where we're at. All right, we're here at the midway point of the season. We're 4-3 up against the Chargers, who we tied with last year. Surprisingly, 4-3. This division's super competitive. Patriots 5-2, we're 4-3, and the Bills and Jets are both 4-4. Wow, the AFC East is a super competitive division, and we upgraded in overall. Okay. All right, let's see who we have to re-sign. I did see Jonathan Allen, Raekwon McMillan. That seems to be the only guys that I should re-sign. So Jonathan Allen, Raekwon McMillan, let me get you some contracts. Raekwon McMillan re-signed. Jonathan Allen won some more salary, so we'll have to manage with that in the offseason. That kind of sucks, but the team is once again overperforming. But I'm not mad. Hey, if we make the playoffs, year number 2, rookie quarterback, that'd be sick. And we're at the end of the season. We did not make the playoffs. Let's check our record. We finished 6-9, and 1. We had another tie. So we are exactly where I projected us to have 6 wins, which is kind of disappointing. So we started out 4-3, complete choke the rest of the season. We do have 5,100 Coach XP, so we're definitely going to get quarterback training because, you know, NFL is built on quarterbacks, and we need to get our quarterback to a high overall. Speaking of that, let's check our stats. We finished with the best offense in football. Okay. with our rookie and the worst defense. So we definitely need to upgrade our defense. And our rookie quarterback with 4,200 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. Very solid season. Up there for probably rookie of the year. Rushing-wise, Saquon stepped down from his insane season with 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns this year. Receiving-wise, no one breaks 1,000, but Preston Williams, 982 yards and 10 touchdowns. The undrafted free agent Preston Williams. I'm sure you guys know Bengal loves Preston Williams. So shout out to Bengal. And Preston Williams. Let's see who gets the sacks. Our O-line's awful. 11 by Davenport, 12 by Prince. Both are right tackles, which is pretty interesting. The rookie Denton Brock only give him 3. Okay, I see you, Denton Brock. Defensive side of the ball, Raekwon McMillan leads the team in tackles once again with 118. Minkah Fitzpatrick comes in with 104. Tackles for loss, we had 11 by Yannick Ngakoue. Only get 1.5 sacks. What's with these sacks? But Christian Wilkins, Jonathan Allen lead the team with both 7 sacks. Both at right ends. Yannick Ngakoue getting absolutely nothing. Interceptions-wise, Quadre Tankersley leads the way with 4. Xavier Howard had 3. Jerome Baker and Minkah both pick up 2. And Raekwon McMillan and rookie Adric Anthony picks up 1. Fumbles, did we force any? We forced 1 fumble, and we had 1 defensive touchdown by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Okay, let's check out the awards. We did have the best offense in football, so hopefully we come up for some of the offensive awards. As Dak Prescott on the Buffalo Bills comes second for MVP. Okay. That's crazy to me for some reason. Going for Offensive Player of the Year, we have absolutely nobody. Defensive Player of the Year, we also have nobody. Rookie of the Year, Corcoran comes at number 1. I think I've said his name different every single time I've said it, but our star quarterback comes at number 1. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have 2 guys, Adric Anthony, Tyler Ramos. I don't even know who that is, comes at number 7. So a pretty solid year. Did anyone get a development boost from this year? I mean, I think it'll change the offseason or like after the season to see that. So let's see it's loading. Oh, our quarterback has Superstar X Factor. Okay. Justin Corcoran, Superstar X Factor. Let's see what he has. He has Brick Wall. I've never even heard of that. While in the pocket, passers with this ability are almost guaranteed to break the first sack. Okay, apparently he can't get sacked, which helps with our insanely trash offensive line. Corcoran, welcome to the team. I mean, he's been on the team. Obviously, I'm dumb, but you know what I'm saying. He's an absolute monster. Defensive side of the ball, we have a bunch of stars everywhere. Anthony has a star, Raekwon McMillan, Moses, Fitzpatrick. We just got stars all over the ball. This team's a lot better than I thought that we would be at this point. With that kind of disappointing offseason. We're going to the offseason. We still have a bajillion dollars in cap room. We have 3 first-round picks. We're looking good. The Chargers beat the Packers in the Super Bowl. We need to bring back Jonathan Allen. I completely forgot about that. Whoa. Where's Jonathan Allen? There he is. I don't know why he wasn't a number 1 priority, but he wanted some more salary, so we'll throw him in there. We'll give him a 5-year deal. And Jonathan Allen comes back for another deal. Even though he had a disappointing season last year, it still would be a huge loss if we lost him. Going into free agency, we desperately need wide receivers, and we have $86 million cap room. We desperately need wide receivers and offensive linemen. Trent Williams is here, and no one's giving him anything. I'm not looking at anyone else instantly giving Trent Williams a big boy contract. Come home. I don't know why I keep on saying come home, but we're leading the way by a mile on offers. Hopefully we can sign Trent Williams. Keanu Neal's here, 92 overall. Dude, Keanu Neal might be. Look, TJ Watt's also here. We're here to spin. Brandon Brooks is here. Why not? Bring in these. I mean, they're old, but bring in these offensive linemen. He doesn't have a single contract offer, so throw him a cheap deal. Chidobe Awuzie. I keep on saying Awuzie because of what's his name? Chris Collinsworth says it. Will Fuller is here. Definitely a nice wide receiver. A bunch of pieces we're gonna look for. So hopefully we sign a lot of people. We do have a ton of money. So let's go out here and pick some boys up. We may just completely ruin our cap doing this, but I threw contracts all over the place. Obviously, they're not all going to sign with us, but let's see what we get. Brandon Brooks, Will Fuller, TJ Watt, Keanu Neal, Chidobe Awuzie all come to the squad. There we go. Who was it that didn't sign? We don't have enough cap room to get... Oh, it was Trent Williams. Oh, no. Did I goof? I can't offer him a big contract anymore. No! I goofed. All right, let's try to get some cap room. We have 38 million cap. Let's try to move a pick. Maybe that'll help. Let's move these irrelevant picks. So remember when I said free up some cap? I forgot we had that rookie, or now second-year right guard. We're trading Brandon Brooks, our 2 second-round picks, for Khalil Mack, the sack attack, coming to Miami. Oh, my God. Arguably the best player on defense. Arguably one of the best players in the league comes to the team. Huge pickup. It also doesn't help with our cap situation because, you know, he also has that massive contract. We're going to move our 27th pick and 24th pick up to 13, which is kind of dumb. We probably threw way too much value on that, but I think that'll free up some cap room if it doesn't at all. Wow, I'm dumb. So I just made that pick. I just made that trade for nothing. We're definitely not going to be able to bring in Trent Williams, which sucks because I really wanted him. Is there another left guard out here? No, it's really just him. Wow. I really want Trent Williams too, but I just don't have enough money to sign him. Maybe a 1-year deal? Yeah, we're not going to have enough money, which, god dang it. But we do have the quarterback that doesn't get sacked. So, I mean, we do have that going for us because he does have that superstar X factor, which does really help out. So, let's simulate to the draft. All right, I also signed James White as to be a backup halfback, by the way. Now, we're coming to it. We have the 9th overall pick. We're going to go with Kalen Cornelius. Probably going to try and move him to tackle or something. But his great top 3 skills, pass block, and pass block finesse, and we desperately need O-line. 75 overall with hidden talent, ranked 8th in the draft, drafted him 9 overall. There we go. Once again, I'm going to try and move him or one that Brooks. I'm going to try and move them to a tackle or something like that. Help with this O-line, which is probably the only weak point in the team at this point. I also got to pick Antoine Young out of Michigan State. He's protected middle round, normal development, 10th overall, drafted him at 13. So we didn't have a cornerback number 3. We have Chidobe, we have Xavier Howard, but we're going to simulate to the end of the draft. It was a solid piece. Our wide receivers are okay, but simulate to the end of the draft. I'm going to let CPU hopefully select a banger, which I highly doubt it, but an all right draft. I say all right. No, it was a good draft, but not really exciting because we did get that offensive lineman. That was, we're going to try to move him to tackle and see what happens. Oh, we had too many safeties because we did bring in Keanu Neal. We're moving Anthony, a 3rd-round pick, a 5th-round pick for Travis Frederick because we did have the worst center in NFL history. So we bring in a center to help out this offensive line. All right, here's our team heading into year number 3. Corcoran, 80 overall superstar quarterback. Saquon Barkley. Once again, our wide receiver core is not that good. Quentin Nelson, Travis Frederick, Cornelius Brock. Our left tackle's kind of butt. But our O-line's looking better. Gesicki's still not developing anything. Our defense, but our bread and butter. Micah Fitzpatrick, Philip Moss, Raekwon McMillan, T.J. Watt, Keanu Neal, Xavier Howard, Chidobe Awuzie, Yannick Ngakoue, Jonathan Allen, and Khalil Mack, the sack attack. We had the best offensive football last year. So hopefully we can get something. And our quarterback unlocks some ability. Let's check that out. Oh, I honestly, who cares? But high hopes coming this season. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. Because I think we may have screwed myself with the cap room. So hopefully we'll make the Super Bowl this year. Simulate to the midway point of the season and see where we're at. All right, hit the midway point of the season. Let's see our record. We are currently 5-3. Not as good as we expect. We're at the top of our division. We should be better. Let's see. Yeah, contract extensions. We have Saquon Barkley here. And I don't think Saquon Barkley, Quentin Nelson, Micah Fitzpatrick. Those are the guys we had to bring back. And I don't think we have any cap room. We bring back Saquon. There we go. And Micah Fitzpatrick also comes back. So Quentin Nelson wanted more money. I don't really have the money to give him, but he wants more money. Let's just win the Super Bowl now and not worry about that. So that'd be cool. We have a 1st-round bye. There we go. Looks like we stepped up in the 2nd year. We finished 11-5. There we go. That's what you like to see. We're up to an 87 offense, 91 defense. This team is so good. We're the 8th best offense. And let's see our defense. 3rd best defense. Top 10 in both areas is awesome. Corcoran didn't really have that great a season. 3,700 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Saquon Barkley, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Its offense didn't seem that well. We didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver. Gesicki gets 11 touchdowns. Preston Williams gets 9. Preston Williams is just a touchdown machine. He's a red zone. He just puts everything in the end zone. Cornelius, our rookie, gave up 8 sacks. The most on our team. Defenses, Chidobe Awuzie with 107 tackles. Not a lot of tackles. Tackles for loss, we had 21 by Khalil Mack, 12 by Yannick Ngakoue, 11 by Jonathan Allen, 12 and a half sacks by Khalil Mack, Yannick Ngakoue 9, Jonathan Allen with 9. Kind of lower than expected, but it's still a great season by Khalil Mack. Interceptions-wise, Keanu Neal, Jerome Baker lead the team with 3, TJ Watt with 2. TJ Watt only had 3 sacks, which kind of sucks. Antoine Young, our rookie, had 2. Chidobe Awuzie had 1. TJ Watt and Khalil Mack both had fumbles and both recovered their own fumbles and touchdowns. We didn't have any. It's a pretty weird season. Like, everyone's just performing well. No one's outperforming insanely. We don't have an MVP, obviously, because no one really had that insane of a season. We don't have an offensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year goes to Myles Garrett. Khalil Mack does come in 7th. Offensive rookie of the year, the Chiefs apparently just drafted 2 studs. They have an 86 overall rookie. Okay. Yeah, we don't have anybody there. And Antoine Young, our rookie 3rd string cornerback, finished 2nd in defense rookie of the year. Nathan Wilbur, I don't even know who that is, finishes 5th, but he's on the team, so that's all that matters. So let's see who we're gonna face in the divisional round. Let's make the Super Bowl now. We're up against the Baltimore Ravens. Hopefully we should win this. They do have Lamar Jackson. Please win this, Miami. I don't want to. And we lost. Well, it's 37-31 to Baltimore Ravens. And the Dallas Cowboys beat the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl. There you go, Dallas. And we bring back Quentin Nelson, thankfully. Jerome Baker and Mike Gesicki are going to walk, which kind of sucks. We just don't have the cap room to bring them back. So we don't have a tight end. We're going to have to go pick that up at free agency. Yeah, we negative $3 million cap room. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I told you the cap room's going to kind of screw me. Let's see who the free agents are, and just so they can laugh at me because I don't have enough money to go get them. Nick Chubb, Michael Schwartz, Chris Harris. So this draft class, or this free agency class, kind of sucks. Gesicki doesn't have an offer. I'm going to try to free up some cap room and offer him a 1-year deal. I'm going to do something probably super dumb, but I'm going to try Xavier Howard because he makes $11 million a year, and I'm going to try to bring in, this may be dumb, try to bring in Chris Harris. Oh, this is dumb. I don't know. I just don't have any money anywhere. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to screw with the team. I'm just going to deal with not having a tight end. We're going to pick one up in free agency, similar to the draft. Oh, man. Like, tight end's not that big. Why make a dumb move to pick up a tight end, even though we have no depth on the team? And we're going to have to make some moves. So we do have the 27th overall pick, which is not great. Maybe there's a tight end in here, maybe a wide receiver, because we still don't have a great wide receiver core. Let's check it out. I forgot to scout, by the way. That's fantastic. Well, Nick Elam, please be a god. Oh. All right, here's our team going to year 2. 84 overall star quarterback, Saquon Barkley, Will Fuller, Nelson Aguilar, Preston Williams left free agency. I don't have enough money to go get them, so O-line still looking okay. We have Quentin Nelson, Travis Frederick, being absolute beast. Other than that, just decent. And there's a rookie with, I think, star ability, McIntosh. Hopefully he's decent. Defense side of the ball, look at this defense. Stars everywhere. Minka, Keanu Neal, Philip Moss, Raekwon McMillan, TJ Watt, Chidobe Awuzie, Xavier Howard, Yannick Ngakoue, Jonathan Allen. I forgot to move Christian Wilkins to defensive tackle last year, so that does kind of suck. And Khalil Mack, our superstar, is there, obviously. So let's move to the midway point of the season. Hopefully make the Super Bowl this time around. Please make the Super Bowl. All right, similar to the midway point of the season, we are currently 6-1. We are beasting and feasting. Let's go. I mean, I don't really have anything else to do, so similar to the playoffs, and hopefully we are 14-2. Math, I'm slow. And we have a first round bye. Let's check out our final record. We finished 12-4. Very solid. We had 3 more losses than the midway point of the season, but very solid season overall. We had the number 2 best offense in football. And then defense side of the ball, we had the number 1. Wow. This team's dominant. Our quarterback had 4,000 yards, 36 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, which does kind of suck. Such side ball. Saquon to 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, back to beasting. I keep on saying, I'm trying to stop saying beasting. Like, kind of cringe. But Saquon back to being an animal. Will Fuller gets 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. And our rookie tight end had 750 yards and 12 touchdowns. There we go. I mean, it's better than what we expected from him. Towns giving up 11 sacks. Quentin Nelson giving up 7. What are you doing, Quentin Nelson? Out of all people, TJ Watt with 107 tackles. No one else breaking 100 tackles for loss. 14 by Yannick Ngakoue, Khalil Mack, and Jonathan Allen. And 19.5 sacks by Khalil Mack. 8.5 sacks by Yannick Ngakoue. 19.5 sacks. Khalil Mack. What an animal. Interceptions-wise, we had 4 by Raekwon McMillan, 2 by Keanu Neal, TJ Watt, Jadobi Woozy, Antoine Young, Xavier Howard, and Minka Fitzpatrick combined for 2. Forced fumbles, we had 2 by Keanu Neal, 1 by Jadobi Woozy, and 1 by Philip Moss. And defensive touchdowns, we didn't have any. Wow, this team. Khalil Mack, give him the MVP award. Why not? Lamar Jackson wins the MVP. And our quarterback finishes at number 7 for MVP. I just kind of stopped saying his name, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Offensive play of the year, we have Saquon and Corcoran finishing 7 and 8. Defense side of the ball, Khalil Mack finishes 3rd? Why? That's super surprising. Our tight end finished 3rd offensive play of the year. That one trash guy drafted finishes number 7th, the wide receiver. Defensive rookie of the year, we didn't have anybody. So, we're probably the best team in football. We're tied for the best record at 12-4, and we're the best team in the AFC. So, very solid. Let's see, we're going to face in the divisional round, and we're up against the Indianapolis Colts. The 11-5 Indianapolis Colts. Hopefully we destroy them because we are the best team in football. I swear to God. We got blown out? We lost 30 to 10. And I may have screwed. I don't think I have enough cap room to keep this team together. Let's see. Hopefully we can run this another season. Actually, there's not that many free agents. It's just Nelson Aguilar. How much cap room? We have no cap room. Well, Nelson Aguilar. We can't bring back Nelson Aguilar. But Christian Wilkins. He wants to play for a new team next year. Can I just franchise tag him? Dude, I'm going to pay him so... Can I franchise tag him with my cap room? Franchise tag. With the 0 cap room I already have. That was probably dumb. But we're only losing Nelson Aguilar. Dude. With negative 10 million cap room. Yeah, we don't have any wide receivers. Le'Veon Bell, Montez Sweat. Okay. So we're not missing out on any free agents. Our wide receiver core. I mean, this is our squad. We go to the draft. We are forced to draft a wide receiver. Hopefully, we may be able to trade up. I thought for a second we missed out on the draft. I don't know why I freaked out for a second. Let's see if we can potentially trade up for a higher pick. Let's see if I forgot to use my training points or my scouting points again. Brian Sanders projected 5th. So there's a bunch of wide receivers projected in the top 10. So let's try to move up with the little draft capital we have. We're trading Wilkins because we're paying him way too much money. Moving up to the 6th round, 6th overall pick. So we can get a defensive tackle there. I'm going to try to move up again and pick a defensive tackle. Yeah, it's realistically not going to happen. But we move up to 6 to pick a wide receiver, which may be dumb, but you got to risk it for the biscuit because we don't have any wide receivers. We're losing a defensive tackle, our second defensive tackle, and we didn't scout anybody, which does kind of suck. But Brian Sanders out of Oklahoma, Francis Franklin, and Alex McDougal. This guy, 6 foot, has the best combine score. They're both deep threats. I'm going to go with Francis Franklin out of Vanderbilt. 75 overall with hidden development, 11th ranked in the draft. Drafted him at 6. Francis Franklin. Okay, welcome to the team. He's from Vandy, the same school as our quarterback, and we're going to simulate to the end of the draft. And we're going on to year number 5, which is pretty long. This video recording is at 1 hour and 30 minutes. Hopefully we can get it done this time. And I may have to step in these games and super sim them just because I really want to win the Super Bowl, my first rebuild ever. All right, here's our team. Our quarterback's up to 88 overall, +1 due to morale. Saquon's 99. Will Fuller, we did this rookie wide receiver that we drafted, 75 overall with star development. McIntosh is a 75 overall. The beast rookie tight end that we drafted last year. We had some risky moves in the draft. But here's our defense. Still looking amazing. Nothing really changed from last year. So this team that had the best offense and second best defense, or something like that. I think it's the other way. Second best offense, best defense in the league last year. Let's see what happens. All right, at the midway point of the season, let's check our record. 5-3 and third in the division. Oh, we're going to choke this. We have an 88 overall team, 89 offense, 93 defense. We're really going to choke this. Our made the wild card, finishing 11-5, made the wild card. We finished first in our division. The Patriots tied with us at 11-5. So second half of the season, we're pretty good. Finally, Corcoran has a good season. 4,500 yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Saquon had 23 rushing touchdowns on 1,600 yards. Saquon went off. 1,000 yards from Will Fuller with 8 touchdowns. Our rookie wide receiver had 979 yards and 10 touchdowns. Our tight end took a step down to 4 touchdowns. Defense side of the ball, we had 101 tackles from TJ Watt, 100 by Philip Moses. Tackles for loss, we had 14. 26.5 sacks from Khalil Mack, the sack attack. Okay. Okay. We had 23 touchdowns from Saquon, 26.5 sacks from Khalil Mack. We had the best offense in football. Our defense apparently is so good it doesn't even rank. How did we finish? How we finish wild card team? Saquon Barkley wins MVP easily. Corcoran finishes 10th. I probably missaid his name every single time. Obviously, offensive player of the year, Saquon Barkley's defensive player of the year, Khalil Mack. We sweep the awards. Francis comes in second offensive rookie of the year. We almost swept Rashad Baer, but we swept defensive player of the year. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, that's an NFL record for sacks. Apparently Myles Garrett beat the record, but there we go. 26 sacks, Khalil Mack, an NFL record by 3. And we're a wild card team going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. And we're going to super sim this because I'm super nervous and simulation's bad. We're 89 overall team. They're an 86 overall team. We should be able to win this. They still have dirt. I don't even know who their quarterback is because earlier I saw Philip Rivers was a free agent. So it'd be pretty interesting to see who their quarterback is. All right, here we go. We start off up 7-3. Please pick up this win. We're down 10-3. I may have to step in. We score another touchdown. Defense. There we go. We have a 2-possession lead in the second half. It's looking very good. Our defense is clamping. And it looks like we took the... Yeah, we're definitely taking this game. There we go. They may make a comeback. Oh. Let's see. And we just run the ball out. Pick up a 31-24 win in the wild card. We got to just keep on moving. We just got to keep on moving. Get to the Super Bowl. All right, the 11-5 Dolphins against the 11-5 Chiefs. Definitely going to super sim this one. Dude, is this team like... Was this league super top heavy? Let me check the standings, by the way. We were 11-5, finished a wild card. Dude, everybody finished 11-5. Dude. What? Let's look at the bottom of the league. Dude, everybody just went 11-5 for some reason. Okay. We're an 89 overall team. They're an 82 overall team. We should smash them. We're down 10-0. We're down 10-0. Okay, we're bringing it back. 7-10. We're down 2 possessions. Okay. We bring it to 1 possession at halftime. We tie the ball game. We should not lose this. Okay, we score a touchdown. Defense, clamp up. Oh, we scored a touchdown. Let's go. I was going to step in, but we scored a touchdown. Let's go. Sammy Watkins. Oh my god. Madden Sim is just fantastic. Sammy Watkins a 75 yard touchdown, win the game. Woo! Alright, so that's gonna be it for this rebuild. We lost to the Chiefs. Hopefully the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, because that would suck if they didn't and they just demolished us. Not really demolished us, just destroyed me. And they didn't. The Cowboys won another Super Bowl against the Browns. This team was sick. 90 overall. This is probably like one of the best teams I'll ever build. This team was monstrous. Khalil Mack had 26.5 sacks. Saquon Barkley had 23 touchdowns. Like, this team is awesome, but we couldn't get it done. We choked in the playoffs. So unfortunate. But, man, that's going to be it for me. As I said before, comment down teams below that you want me to rebuild in the future. If this video gets 10 likes, I'll post up another rebuild tomorrow. That's going to be it for me. Like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. And I am out.